Okay, so I think we're gonna start, and if people are gonna join us, welcome, 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 welcome. Here, people are joining. Yay! Okay, so I'm Tom, my friends. Some of us we met in the comments or the posts in the group. Okay, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm INFJ Sigma, Heyoka Empath. I'm also an intuitive and energetic healer. The God blessed me with the ability to also channel, and sometimes I can see the future because I'm clairvoyant as well. Okay, and I am also on the twin flame journey. Okay, for those of you who can identify with the concept. Today I wanted to speak to you about a few subjects that were raised up during the past month in the group. We saw a lot of conversation revolving around spiritual awakening and religion. We saw a lot of conversations revolving around Christ consciousness, okay, and what it means to be 144,000, what it means to be a light worker, okay. So I wanted to touch on those subjects today, and I hope that it will benefit whoever watches this video or on this live stream, okay. And yeah, I think we can start. Okay. In order to get us, my friends, on the same page, okay, I would like to take a minute and do a breathing exercise, set an intention, okay, for us, for this session. Okay, my friends, so if you can sit in a comfortable place right now and close your eyes, relax your body, okay, clear your mind a little bit, and let's take a few deep breaths together. All right, so everybody take a deep breath in, hold it, and let it out slowly. Let's take another deep breath. Hold it. And let it out slowly. Let's take another deep breath. Hold it. And let it out slowly. Okay, my friends, I want to set an intention for us for this session. Okay, you can join me. You can listen to my voice. You can repeat after me. Okay, and then we're gonna start talking about what I prepared for us for today. I align with the infinite light of love, unity, and purpose. As we gather today, may our hearts open to divine truth, our minds embrace clarity, and our spirits rise to fulfill the sacred mission we carry. Together, we illuminate the path towards ascension. Okay, my friends? So, let's start talking about some of the topics that I prepared for us for today. The first topic I wanted to talk about is spiritual awakening journey, okay? Discernment versus discernment and spirituality versus religion, okay? Because we saw a lot of conversations in the past few months where people don't know how to navigate their spiritual journey while their religion beliefs or how they were raised, or people that identify with Christianity or Judaism or Islam. We have everyone in our group, okay? And how it relates to spiritual awakening, okay? Apparently, a post was removed from our group because it just popped up in front of me. Sorry about that, guys. A post was removed by Facebook. What can we do? Hello, Ron. Nice seeing you from Alberta. Yay, Canadians. All right. So, if we talk about spirituality, guys, and religion, we have to first understand what is what, okay? When we talk about spirituality, we are talking about a personal connection to the divine, all right? Spiritual awakening is focused around personal growth, okay? And in the universal truths and direct experiences, all right? A person that goes through a spiritual awakening, we experience a deep connection with which we can feel from within, okay? We feel it from our hearts, okay? Hi, Tom. Hi, Ron. Okay, we feel it from within. When we go through a spiritual awakening process, we are being led into a deeper connection that we feel with the universe, with spirit, with God, okay? We feel it from within. We feel it, we are going through experiences, all right? I know that I went through crazy experiences when I started waking up, okay? You start all of a sudden feeling energy. You start all of a sudden talking to angels, receiving downloads and messages, okay? A lot of wisdom that wasn't there before, okay? So a spiritual awakening journey, it's happening from within, all right? It's within us, okay? As opposed to religion, which is a structured system of beliefs, all right? Structured system of beliefs, rituals, and traditions that are often provided in order to commune, a group of people, okay, together. And sometimes, unfortunately, also to control people, okay? And we're going to talk about that, all right? Now, like I said, religion and spiritual awakening can coexist, all right? It can coexist. And what do I mean? If in every religion, okay, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, there's bits and pieces of the truth, okay? Bits and pieces of the truth mixed with a lot of other stuff that is meant to, absolutely, here you go, bits and pieces of the truth that is mixed with a lot of other stuff that is meant in order to keep the masses in control, in order to distill maybe fear, okay, or stuff like that. Which then becomes a problem, okay? But if we know how to discern between what we are being told, what we are experiencing on our own body, our own soul, okay, and the universal truth, all right? If we can discern between uh, all these areas, yeah, then religion and spiritual awakening can coexist together. Okay. The problem, like I said, becomes when it becomes a tool for control, power, and basically going against spiritual awakening, which is personal growth, becoming your highest and greatest version of yourself, okay? Living your life purpose, okay? Constantine was a master of this. Might be, yeah. Okay, so we have to look at religion as a tool for learning, but not as like a doctrine or a rules that we cannot cross, okay? Because of a few reasons. How do we use discernment then, okay, on our spiritual journey? We have to look at the teaching, for example, okay? We can have a fear-based teachings versus love-based truths, okay? If the teaching is based upon fear, guilt, or control, okay? Fear, guilt, control, these are all coming from the ego, right? It's coming from the ego. It's not coming from the soul. It's not coming from God. Okay? My dog decided to... I'm sorry about that. Okay? Joya. So, if the teaching relies on fear, guilt, control, and does not promote love, compassion, and liberation, okay, the teaching that we should follow during spiritual awakening is the teaching that's speaking love, is the teaching that's speaking compassion, okay? God loves us. God loves everybody, and God is with each and every one of us. Okay, so the teachings of God, the teaching of Christ consciousness, are the teachings of love. Okay, if the teachings are based on fear, control, and guilt, you should follow those who teaches us love. All right. For example, a lot of streams in the Christianity believe that if you do this or that, then you're going to be punished. Sorry, it's too long. I can't read it right now. Alexis, if you do this or that, you're going to be punished. Okay, you are going to be a sinner. God is gonna judge you. Okay, and then also in Judaism, by the way, okay, if you eat that, God is gonna punish you. All right. Versus love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Right? Which is a teaching that's based on love, which is a teaching that's based on accepting everybody. All right? Which is a teaching that's based on unity, on unconditional love. Okay? These are the teachings that we follow as people that start to get awakened. I will read it after. Okay. All right. So these are teachings that are based on love, on unity, on compassion. Okay. People that are awakening. Okay. When we talk about awakening, we are awakening to Christ consciousness. We're going to talk about Christ consciousness in a second. Okay? But Christ consciousness based on love, unity, empathy, compassion. All right? So these are the teachings that you should follow. Okay? Also, you should follow inner guidance over external validation. What do we mean? We learn to trust our intuition. Okay? Our intuition. Our intuition, same thing. If the voice in your head speaks to you in terms of fear, guilt, shame, lack, all right? That's the voice of your ego. As spiritual awakened beings, we start to balance between the ego and our soul. Okay? What we call ego death. We quiet those voices in our heads that talks to us in lower vibrations. Okay? But if the voice in your head is speaking to you softly, calmly, in an encouraging way, in a loving way, okay, that's your intuition, that's your higher self, that's the voice that you should follow. Okay? So discernment is following our intuition, learning to follow our intuition instead of, let's say, following some sort of a doctrine or having some kind of a person tell you that you are doing okay. Here you go, sir. Exactly. Okay? Instead of getting validation from someone, they tell you that you are not a sinner, that you have been forgiven. Okay? I'm sorry about that. I work with dogs as well. Hey, Rob. Sorry about that. I work with dogs and I have 3 of my own. These are my dogs. Okay. Tiger. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So we learn to trust our intuition during the spiritual awakening instead of having some kind of authority that tells us that we are okay and that we are doing fine, or that we need acceptance from our congregation or whatever it is. Okay, we learn to trust our inner voice, which is the voice of our higher self, which is the voice of God. I love doggies too, that's why I do it. But they are loud sometimes. Okay. Now, so like I said, follow the voice of love, follow the teachings of empathy, compassion, and unconditional love. Okay, my friend? How can we cultivate this discernment? Okay? We can communicate. The dogs are experiencing part of the... Oh, for sure, for sure. Dogs are very empathic. Dogs are very, very empathic. Okay? How can we cultivate this discernment? We can meditate. If we are not sure about something, about a certain concept, we can sit with it, okay? We can sit with it and we can ask ourselves how the teaching makes us feel energetically, okay? Does the teaching feel heavy? Does it makes us feel ashamed of ourselves? Do we feel like we did something wrong, okay, or we are afraid to do something, okay, as opposed to if the feeling of the teaching makes you feel liberated, make you feel expanded, all right, make you feel free, okay. High vibrations versus low vibrations, okay? We are here to raise the vibrations of the planet, okay? Meaning We are following high vibrations. We are not everything that's based on fear, guilt, shame. That's our ego. That's the illusion, basically. Okay? So we are following the voice of love, the voice of God, the voice of empathy, compassion, and unconditional love. All right, my friends? Also, another thing that we can do, we can journal, okay? And explore our personal beliefs, okay? And also, while you journal, a lot of things come up from your subconscious, okay? And then you can cross them and see where they meet in your belief system. Okay, a lot of people, they, for example, they go to church, or they go to synagogue, or they go to temple, and they feel that they are resonating with some concepts. Okay, but some do not resonate with them. Okay, so the middle ground is where you meet. Okay. So you can journal on those subjects, you can meditate on those subjects, and the calm voice will lead you to the truth, the universal truth, okay? Which is basically Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is the universal truth, okay? I want to tell you a little bit about my personal journey. I grew up, I don't know if you can tell by my accent, I grew up in Israel, okay, in a Jewish family. But like I said, growing up, I never felt like things I was told about Judaism and synagogue, they didn't resonate with me because of that factor, because of the factor of don't do that, don't eat that. You have to limit yourself all the time, okay, in order for God to love you, okay? Where inside, I always felt that love is love. That love is love. I always loved everybody. I always lended the hand when somebody needed me. I always felt compassion and empathy towards people, okay? I didn't feel like all these rules and limitations should be conditioned in order for God, which is basically what they tell us, it's the higher power, the higher source, the man in the sky with the big beard, okay, to love me, okay? So I decided that I'm an atheist. I for 37 years, I considered myself an atheist. I didn't believe in God. I didn't talk about God. I didn't talk about things like that. Okay. But after my spiritual awakening started in 2017, my spiritual awakening started, I was on this journey for all my life. Okay. But when I started putting things together and giving names to what I was experiencing, that was in 2017. All right. And when I started going to these experiences and started understanding that God is not a man in the sky with big beard that sits and judge me all day long of what I do or what I don't do, okay? When I started waking up spiritually, I understood that God is love. God is love. God is love. God is not a set of rules. God is not a God loves us unconditionally. Whether we are sinners, whether we are saints, whether we are, God loves you no matter what. Okay? And that is because God is within you. God is within you. God is you. We are all facets of the Creator, of God. God is in each and every one of us. And God wants only the best for us. Okay? Even if we wronged in the past, or we did something, or we lived a hard life of hardship and whatever. God only wants the best for us. Okay? That is when I understood that concept. Okay? Which led me to start to understand what is Christ consciousness. Okay? And that is what I want to speak now about Christ consciousness. Okay? Before I get to Christ consciousness, I wanted to talk a little bit about practical strategies for navigating both paths, which is basically what I was just wrapping up. Okay? We have to respect diversity. Okay? If God is within us and God transcends religions and God transcends division, okay, then we have to respect the differences between us, okay, embrace different people needs, respect different people needs on their paths, okay, which is something that we see on the group a little bit. Some people, they don't respect other people's perspectives or religions or beliefs, and they feel like they have to prove them wrong or to be right all the time. We have to respect all perspectives and all beliefs, because each and every one of us, we go through a different journey. Our path looks different, okay, but we're all being led into the same truths at the end of the day. All right. So we have to respect the diversity, okay? Some people, they thrive on structured religion, while others, they are more led to the spiritual lens, okay? We have to respect everybody, okay? Also, like I said, the middle ground. We can blend practices where your spiritual beliefs meet your religion beliefs. That's where we practice discernment, and that's what we should follow, right? Also, and that is a big one, we have to release judgment, my beautiful friends, okay? Release judgment. We have to avoid judging other people for their chosen path, okay? We have to always align, we have to always focus on our own alignment and growth, okay? What other people believe, that's what other people believe. Okay? We have to always focus on our own journey and growth and expansion. Okay? All right. Here you go. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Guys, I have to tell you, I'm a little bit nervous here. Okay, it's the first time I do it in the group. So thank you, Sarah. All right. So basically, where did we come? We arrived to Christ consciousness, okay? And living beyond the dogma, okay? Like I said, what is Christ consciousness? Christ consciousness is a state of mind, my friends. A state of mind. State of mind that based on empathy. A state of mind that based on compassion, okay? On unity, on oneness, okay? When we say we're all one, Christ consciousness, okay? We are all the same. We are all one. We are all connected, okay? And of course, unconditional love, my friends. Unconditional love, which is something that I wanted to touch with the events of what's going on in LA these days. Okay? Unconditional love, my friends. We have to love everybody, even those that we consider evil or whatever, or wrongdoers. We have to love everybody. When we are coming to this, when we want to live from a place of Christ consciousness, we have to love from a place of unconditional love. Unconditional love is love without conditions. It's not I love all of you, but them I don't like. Okay? Unconditional love is unconditional love. Love with no conditions. That is how we're going to change the world. Okay, my friends? So, what is Christ consciousness? It's a state of mind. Okay? And that state of mind, goes beyond all religion labels. It's going beyond all dogmas and doctrines. Okay? Love is love. All religions at the end of the day are based upon love. Okay? And love transcends all of them. Okay? Okay. So, like I said, the principles of Christ consciousness, what are the principles of Christ consciousness? Love and unity, right? Seeing the divine in every soul and embracing oneness, like I said. Okay? When we are waking up to Christ consciousness, we are waking up to seeing that the divine is in each and every one of us, basically making us all the same. All right? Making us all one. All right? Another principle of Christ consciousness, compassion and forgiveness, letting go of judgments and embracing a higher perspective. Okay? We cannot see only through the lens of, let's say, with what's going on right now in LA. Some people on our group, they hear Hollywood and they can only see it from the pedophile, child molesters angle. Okay? Hollywood is evil. Here we go. The opposite of love is fear. Exactly. All right? They hear Hollywood. That's what they hear. Okay? But we have to look at the bigger picture. There are families living there. Okay? I have friends in LA. I hope they're okay. I couldn't get in touch with them right now. Okay? There are families living there. There are people that are not connected to the entertainment industry. There are people that operate shops in Los Angeles, grocery stores, people clean the streets. You know, it's not everybody is Jeffrey Epstein or P. Diddy. These people are struggling right now. Okay? So we have to look at the bigger picture. We have to look at the bigger picture. All right? And practice forgiveness. Practice forgiveness. Okay? Some people did, let's say, wronged us or did things that we don't agree with. When you come to a state of Christ consciousness, we have to practice forgiveness. Okay? As long as we stay in the energy of resentment, anger, fear, they're trying to control me, they are molesting kids. Because someone is wealthy, that does not make them unworthy of love. That also doesn't make them bad people. By the way, if you are getting paid for what you're doing and you're good at it and it makes you and it pays well, does that make you a bad person? No, not at all. You can just provide good life for your family and loved ones, which is beautiful. Okay. So, like I said, we have to release judgment and we have to forgive. We have to forgive. We have to release that energy of resentment, of anger, of fear. And it serves no purpose when we talk about the mission of raising the vibration of the world, or for your own growth, because you are focusing on lower energies, on lower vibration. So it serves nothing at the end of the day. Okay, guys? And also, Christ consciousness is based, yes. That's exactly what was the post yesterday. Somebody asked for praise for the being affected by the fires, and people started celebrating that Hollywood is burning. That is why I'm talking about this. Another principle, guys, of Christ consciousness is being in service of others. Okay? Being in service of others. Okay? We have to align our actions with the greater good. Okay? The greater good by uplifting others, not by spreading fear and spreading limitations and conspiracy theories, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that because I know it's gonna trigger some people. Okay, no, we want to align with being in service. We want to be aligned with uplifting people. Okay. How do we do that? Okay, how do we integrate spirituality and religion through the Christ consciousness concept? Okay, we have to see beyond the surface. Okay, guys, let's say we talked about this already. I start to get redundant. Something that we spoke about this week in one of the posts with people. We have to understand that everything in the Bible, let's say, or in the New Testament, or in many other scriptures and teachings, are basically metaphors. They are metaphors in order to teach us lessons. Okay? So if we take things on surface level, as written, okay, then it doesn't serve us. Okay? But if we see the metaphor and we understand the teaching, we understand the message behind it, okay, then it serves us and we can grow and we can learn and we can expand on that. Okay? And then I start to get redundant a little bit, guys, and also the time is gonna run out soon. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe skip this part and talk about how do we incorporate Christ consciousness into our daily lives. Okay, into our daily lives, which is more important than because we talked about religion and spiritual awakening already. How do we practice Christ consciousness in our daily lives? Okay. First of all, something that I do, I like to use morning affirmations. Okay, that are focused upon love and upon peace and upon unity. Okay, I keep reminding myself the mission. I keep reminding myself what I believe in. Okay, so I say affirmations. We are all one. We are all affirmations that are based on love, peace, and unity. Okay, and also we don't have to make grandiose measures in order to save the world. Okay, we can practice random acts of kindness towards everybody we meet during our day-to-day life. Okay, Sarah knows, because I tell her all the time, my daughter, last week I went with my daughter, for example, at the mall, and my daughter was being silly, dancing around, making jokes, okay, in the middle of the mall. And all of a sudden we noticed that this old lady was really enjoying what my daughter was doing. Okay? So I told my daughter, here, you see, this is what we do. Okay? We uplift people. You just make this lady's day a lot better. Okay? She was probably going through something. And you just make her smile and you uplifted her spirit. Okay? And that lady, when she heard me saying that, she was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? We made her day better just by my daughter being silly. Okay? Or just by, here you go. Random acts of kindness. You go to the grocery store. That lady is standing there. She hates her job. You make a random joke. She smiles. Here you go. You walk down the street. You see someone needs help. Someone fell. Lend them a hand. You see someone on the 144,000 Lightworkers group asking for a shoulder to cry on or advice. Offer your advice. Offer to uplift them. Offer to support them. You understand? We don't have to do grandiose things like saving all the kids in Los Angeles from the pedophiles. No, start small. Make your own little circle full with love, with unconditional love, empathy, and compassion. You change one person's day, you uplift one person's spirit, they will uplift the next person's spirit. Okay? It's that simple. Okay? Somebody needs a hand, you offer a hand. Someone needs a shoulder to cry on, you offer that shoulder. Someone needs a hug, you hug them. Right? We are spreading love and light, my friends. We are not spreading fear and shame and judgments. Okay? We're not. Okay? So that is very important. And most importantly, living authentically, my friends. Living authentically. What that means, like I said, follow the follow the voice of your heart. Follow the voice of God. Follow the voice that is speaking softly to you, gently to you. The voice that supports you and leads you forward. Okay? Not the voice that tells you, you cannot do that. Or if you do that, you're going to get hurt. Or if you are, if you're going to eat something, then God will strike you with lightning. None of that. You understand, my friends? Follow the sound of your heart. If your heart is telling you that you should do something, follow that sound. If your heart is telling you that you should follow a certain passion of yours, okay? A lot of people that are spiritual awakening, especially at this time, okay? All of a sudden, they feel like they don't align with their job that they did for 10, 20, 30 years. All of a sudden, their heart is telling them, I want to be a singer. I want to be a spiritual coach. I want to be a energy healer. I want to be, I don't know, be whatever the case may be. Okay? That's the voice that you should follow. Live your most authentic life. Okay? Yes. Guys, we are approaching the 1 hour mark, and I prepared a lot more for us. I think we're gonna split this session to two, okay? Because I'm not gonna be able to cover everything today. I have a tendency to speak. It's a problem. Okay, guys. So today I wanted to talk about a little bit the difference between religion, spiritual awakening, how we deal with the two, okay, and how we use discernment. Not everything that's written, not everything that we're being told is true, but also not everything is against us. All right? You feel? Thank you, Sarah. You're speaking truth. Thank you. I'm a little bit excited. Next time I'm gonna be a little bit more relaxed doing this. Sounds good. Stay tuned for part 2, Sarah is saying. Okay, guys. So today we touched on how the difference between religion and spiritual awakening, a little bit of what is Christ consciousness and how we incorporate it into our daily lives. Okay. And that's gonna be it for today. Okay, guys. You just stumbled upon it. That's okay. It's gonna be there for people to see. And we announced it yesterday, I believe. Last night. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. I appreciate it. My friends, so we are going to end this here. Next time, if you're interested in how this is gonna continue, I wanted to speak about the 144,000, who are they, the mission. Okay, I wanted to speak about the mission. I wanted to speak about earth angels. I wanted to speak about starseeds, twin flames as well. Okay, if you guys can resonate with that concept, I'm on the twin flame journey as well, and I wanted to talk about that concept as well. And also manifestation. I wanted to speak about manifestation because our inner voice and the thoughts in our heads, okay, are very significant. Thank you, guys. Are very significant in seeing the changes that we want to see in our own lives and in the world, okay? While we are manifesting this new earth, what we call, and why the age of Aquarius, all right? It's very important to be aware of the thoughts, the seeds that we are planting, okay, towards the mission, towards our own lives. Okay, guys? So, all this and more next time. All right, my friends? I want to thank all of you for the support. I love each and every one of you on behalf of the administrative team. We appreciate each and every one of you being part of the group, being part of the mission. On behalf of Sarah, I wouldn't be doing this without Sarah. Okay? So Sarah McMillan, the reason that we are all here in this group. Guys, a round of applause to Sarah. Sarah is asking me if I can do next Thursday next time. Yes. No problem. Yes. So I guess Sarah just slated me for next Thursday. So I will see you guys next Thursday. All right. Much love and light to each and every one of you. We appreciate you. We love you. Keep spreading the love. Keep spreading the light. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.